Hi, good afternoon. Okay, this is Paul. I want to give you a quick market update ever since the cooling measure has happened since last year. So what I will be sharing in the next 3 to 5 minutes is a quick overview of the HDB sector, the private sector, and also the landed sector, and how these market sectors are related, that you can find opportunities for you to possibly cash out at a high right now. However, before you do that, most important, you must have a clear understanding of what's happening in the market. So let me share some of the slides that we have prepared for you over here. So if you do have questions, please speak to your respective salesperson who send you this slide so that you can have a better understanding. So what is happening here at the HDB sector is that ever since the market came in with a cooling measures for the past few years, the HDB prices has been very stable only until the recent circuit breaker, the pandemic. That's where the demand went up because due to the delay in the BTO. However, having said that, the new HDB high has reached a certain new high. So that is where government come in to bring in cooling measures to make sure that the HDB prices continue to remain affordable. So however, for private property sector, the strength is still very strong in terms of the new launch sales, and even for resale wise, it continues to climb up because there's a shortage of supply of homes that is in the market right now. So what is happening here in terms of unsold supply? So some people might be wondering, like maybe even you might be wondering whether the new launch, there's still a lot of unsold units. Yes, there will always be unsold units available in the market, but you do need to understand that the supply of unsold units has been dropping over the past few quarters. And as the time goes by, there is a shortage of new supply in the market also. The unsold supply will continue to be less. So that is where developers may, over the next few seasons, increase their prices. However, not to worry about the increased prices. Most important right now, you need to understand where the market is and what position you are in right now that you can take advantage and explore. So even if you are looking at those landed sector, for those who are looking at landed market, do take note that during the year 2013, when the TDSR happened of 60% TDSR, the market for landed sector tend to stabilize. However, over this past few seasons here, during the pandemic, the landed market also went up, and that is where the government came in with a cooling measure of a TDSR 55%. So the question is, will landed continue to spike up? Will it be flat or will it low? Okay, definitely it will not drop in my own opinion because of the shortage of landed supply. However, in my opinion, the TDSR of 55% may slow down the landed growth. And for those who are exploring to upgrade right now, this could be a good opportunity for you to take a look instead of being worried by the increasing prices of some resale owners that is way pricing it above valuation. So let's look at back to the new launch sector here. If you look at over the past few years since 2018 until now, Sterling residence for the new launch has appreciated so much in terms of the PSF over time. And these are all the opportunities that people, when they bought in early, even for Park Esta next to Eunos MRT Center, MRT, their per square foot went up so much as close to 300 PSF. And these are the people who seized on the opportunity and they made profit in their property purchase. So we also want to let you know, for those people who are holding on to properties and yours, if it's already over the 3 years SSD period, do consider how you can cash out profit from your property, because there's a possibility right now in year of 2022 right now, this could be possibly one of the highest peak that is happening throughout the past few years. So if you look at the cooling measures over time, okay, this is just a quick summary here. I just go back to 2021. This is where we are right now as the market continue to pick up. This is where 2021, the cooling measure come in. And the question is, do they want to continue to increase the price? Is because when the market has reached a double-digit growth, it makes sense for the government to come in to cool down the market, not to crash it, but to cool it down. So the question back to you is, if you are holding on to a private property, and if you do have intentions to realize the cash profit, do you think right now is the best time to exit, or do you want to wait further? What is happening right now is newspaper reporting they are going to slow down the growth. There's the analysis has reported they are possibly going to slow down the growth because initially it was 9 and close to 10%. Then they wanted to bring it down to a comfortable growth of 3%. So now the question is, if your property right now is slowing in terms of the growth, do you want to consider to change a portfolio so that your property can, another new property can help you appreciate more? Of course, definitely, if your property is for own sale, my dear friend, own stay, my dear friend, if you look at the transactions here for resale, the last high has reached a new high since year 2019, and it continues to grow. Then the question is, do not sell your property if you do not have somewhere else to buy. Then the question is, if you are sitting on it and waiting for it to go higher, it has already reached a new peak based on past transaction. Where do you think the property will continue to go? If you look at another transaction, this is Costa del Sol 99 years, at a new high of 1,003 per square foot averagely, and right now it is coming back to close to 1,003, 1,004 per square foot. Then the question is, if you do not want to sell now, do you think there will be a new high that's going to exceed 1,004 per square foot based on the fact that it's a 99-year lease? Let's look at freehold as well. Freehold 1 Amber. Freehold, this is a Marine Parade, District 15. 1,007 enter, 1,009 today. Today we are closing in close to 2,000, my dear friend. My question is, if the cooling measure is coming in to cool down the market, even for freehold, there are still properties in Singapore, right? The question is, do you think it will reach within the next 3 years, reach 2,005 per square foot? My question is, if you realize that this point of time could possibly be the peak, do you want to explore cashing out and buy what is possible that can help you make something even more faster and more confidently? The average prices of resale we can see right now is still growing. However, it has been stabilized ever since the cooling measure came in. So the question is right now, see, cooling measures here, circuit breaker here. Prices for resale has rather been stagnant. Can we see that this is the average island-wide per square foot? So today, let's say if you're owning a Costa del Sol, for example, 99 years, and when someone bought the peak at 1,003, today you're closing in already at 1,004 per square foot, and yours is a 99-year lease. Do you want to consider moving out and cashing out right now when the project is possibly at an all-time high? I leave it to you. Of course, the question is not to sell and realize the profit without buying anything. Are there opportunities in the market when you cash out that profit, you could still take advantage of the market? So let me just go back to the slides here. And for those people who are looking to invest, do take note that the rental market has been high. It was one of the highest in 2012, 2013. But over the years, it has slightly declined. But you can see that due to the circuit breaker, rental starting to pick up. And if all goes well in the next 2-3 years, let's take a look. If you do have a new launch, by then you are ready to rent it out. Do you think you can capitalize on a better rental yield versus buying something right now to rent it out? Okay, this is just my ending slide. Just want to let you all know an example that if you do aspire to own something bigger and better and progress for your family, there's something that you cannot afford today. Our good friend Wilson didn't also dream possible that they will be able today to buy and move into a brand new landed and with 3 condominiums for the family. They would have never expect. But it is good that you are listening to this short bite-sized webinar. So I encourage you to speak to us so that we can help you see what is possible based on your current property situation. And there are always opportunities in the market that you can take advantage of. Okay, with that, we end this short clip, and I hope to connect with you very soon.